And so final video review for today is for Written Dreams by, well, it's curated by Beth Burnett, and it's a collection of short stories by writers of the Gcls Academy. If you'd like to check out my Goodreads review, there is a link below if you are on YouTube, or if you're on Facebook, there is a link below all the other videos. And like I say, this is the video review. So Written Dreams, which is a Gcls anthology, and like I say, it was created by Beth Burnett. It was Chris Zett, who's one of the authors in the book, who got in touch with me and asked me if I'd like to read a review copy of the book. And I'm so glad she did. I'm like, honestly, Chris, completely grateful. Thank you so much for getting me a copy to review, because this was an amazing anthology. Like, it was brilliant. And what's great about it is the variety. There's a complete variety of stories in there that really is something for everyone. So what I actually think is, if you haven't read any lesbian fiction or women-loving women fiction before, and it's something that you're interested in, but you're not quite sure which genre is for you, or what type of author you like, or style of writing, or if you just want to discover some more authors, really. I mean, for me, it's all about discovering new authors, which is what this book was. But if you're new to the genre, this is a great introduction to some very talented writers, and will give you a wide enough variety of stories to really find something that piques your interest. Although I loved every single story in this book, there wasn't one that I didn't like or didn't particularly connect with, because like I say, they're all so well written. They were brilliantly put together. They varied in length, so some of them were shorter, which was nice, because it meant you could just have, like, you could just sit down, and if you had a little break, you could just read one story and then it's complete, and you know, you really just, you get a whole sense of the story. And some were in they were still short stories, but they had little chapters, which were also great. And what I like is that there was not only was there this variety in genres, but there was also then this range of emotions that you went through reading these stories, because some were happy, some were sad, some were packed with humour, some were just utterly, like, genius, brilliant flips on their head, sort of turns of normal stories. And I found myself laughing, crying, feeling sad, you know, feeling happy, falling in love. Like, there was just everything in this book that you could want emotionally. Variety, like I say, there was just everything. So really would be something, whatever mood you were in, you could pick this up. You could probably find a story in there that would suit your mood and just, yeah, make you feel better. So all the stories, they had very relatable characters or situations, like I say, well written and put together, and they were all easy to read, which was great, and therefore a brilliant introduction to some authors that I'd never heard of before, which is most of the book, to be honest. I think out of everyone in the book, now here we go, I haven't put, I didn't make a note, but I think out of everyone in the book, there were only two whose work that I have previously read. So I think there was something like 17 stories. That's a lot of people, a lot of really good authors that I've never heard of, and thanks to Beth for tagging them as well in all the reading updates, because it meant that now I can follow you and, you know, find out more of your work, and that's always really great, and just absolutely fantastic, really serious talent in this book. And so it was absolutely brilliant, and I just cannot tell you how much I enjoyed reading it. I really did enjoy reading it. There isn't too much I can tell you without sort of giving away the stories in it, but literally just a great collection. And if you haven't grabbed a copy, seriously, what are you waiting for? Go and grab a copy. You won't regret it. It's a brilliant, brilliant book. And the nicest thing is, the proceeds from buying the Written Dreams Gcls anthology goes towards helping the Gcls Writing Academy, which then helps other writers, you know, aspiring and developing their works, which is just fantastic. So big well done, you know, to everyone who gets involved with that. I think that's a really, really good thing. Really engaging storytelling, a magical collection that you will just love. Written Dreams, Gcls Anthology. I'll pop a link in the description if you do want to go and grab a copy. Like I say, what are you waiting for? Go get one. It is really good. I loved it. I just, yeah, it's definitely a go-to book, where if there's a couple of little stories in there that I definitely, you know, would go back and read again, because they just made me laugh. They just gave me a really warm, fuzzy feeling. They made me happy, or, you know, yeah, they did. They made me cry, but in a warm, heartfelt and emotional way that I really, you know, connected with. So I love that. And it's great when you just need that little snippet of variety. You can just delve back in, and there it is in that book for you. So absolutely brilliant. Again, big thank you to Chris Zepp for getting me a copy to read and review. I hope a lot of you will pick it up. If you've read Written Dreams, which is the Gcls Anthology created by Beth Burnett, please let me know what you thought of it. Beth did a great job putting it together, and I'd love to know your thoughts on the stories and whether you had a favourite story. Did you have a favourite story? I mean, I liked them all. I did have a favourite story. And it was understudied by Jodie Clare. I mean, literally, I absolutely loved that. That was so unique in the way it flipped everything on its head. Was a great story. But everyone in the book, literally great stories, and I did love them all genuinely. And if, like I say, if you've read it, just let me know. Did you have a favourite? I'd love to know what your favourite story was in the collection. If you are going to read it, or if you're interested in reading it again, let us know, because it's always great to hear who's interested in these things. And like I say, every time, if you do grab a copy of Written Dreams, I really, really hope you enjoy it. Bye!